I know I'm a car, but I actually follow the pack.
Okay.
With fuel and chains and all that. Welcome to Millwood Outdoors. I'm Jeff. Today is Saturday, July 18th, and I am at the 2026 Ridin' for a Reason benefit tractor ride. This year's tractor ride benefits the Levi Krueger family. This is the 18th year for the tractor ride. The tractor ride was founded by Russ Kleinschmidt, Bill Carpenter, and Louis Hintz. Even though it's the 18th year, it's kind of a new beginning. The tractor ride was turned over to three younger gentlemen, Carson Butke, Derek Potratz, and James Crowley. And many things are the same. We still have an 18-mile tractor ride with a potluck lunch after the ride. There's a basket raffle, and we have a band in the afternoon. But it is a new location. It is at Redwood Farm instead of at the Louis Hintz farm. There's a new website, hold on a second. It's www.omroridinforareason.com, and it's Ridin, R-I-D-I-N. There's no G in there. There's also a Facebook page by that same name, Ridin' for a Reason, if you want to take a look at it and check it out. It's a great day today. According to the thermometer on my truck, it's 80 degrees out. It's sunny, and there is no smoke from the Canadian or northern Minnesota wildfires. This week we had a week with a lot of smoke. It really actually cut down the visibility in my area. It was almost as though it was foggy, and it smelled like smoke, and I thought it smelled a little bit like burnt plastic. I'm not quite sure why, but it didn't smell good. And people with health problems were encouraged to stay in the house and not do anything outside. So that smoke came in Wednesday and Thursday, and by Friday mid-afternoon, it was starting to dissipate. And we have a clear day today. I'll be recording some highlights of the tractor ride, so I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for tuning in today. So the tractors are just starting to filter in. How's the check-in going?
Good.
You guys mind being on YouTube at some point? Okay. Well, the crew's getting the lunch all set up, so they're working on that. Here's some of the live auction items that are up for auction later this afternoon. Those two little log cabins are actually bird feeders, and they're just beautiful. And then let's take a look at some of the other auction items that are coming up. There's a little history book of the Ridin' for a Reason tractor ride. And there's some pictures of Bill Carpenter and Louis Hintz. They're no longer with us. They're two of the founding members of the tractor ride. And we're also raising money for the Wesley Reed Relief Fund today. So there's almost too many basket items to auction off. There's almost too many to mention. So each of the baskets has a card with 10 blanks on it, and for a price you can put your name on that card. The price varies depending on what the item is, and that little black stripe they peel off, and whatever number is at the top, if you have the same, if the line that you put your name on has the same number as the number on top of the card, well then you won the item. Here's a little table with some things from Levi Krueger. He was a big fan of Sonic, as you can see there by what's on the table. So let's look at some tractors.
We're like 30 something. I don't know if they're counting it down or up. I'm not really sure. Up? Okay. Because we're 30. In the 30s. We're 32 or 33.
So this little Ford Jubilee with the umbrella coming up, that once belonged to my brother. He had purchased it from a local farmer along with a couple of implements, and he fixed it up and painted it and sold it to a neighbor. So the neighbor and my brother rode to the tractor ride together. My brother brought this Massey Harris 44. That Massey Harris has been in the family longer than I have. When I was growing up, I spent a lot of time on that tractor, hauling wagons. It had a loader on it, and we loaded manure with it and moved snow. Really liked them old Masseys. The neighbor that bought the tractor was nice enough to make this sign and put my brother's name on it. I thought that was pretty special. Here's a Ford 8000, and there's some John Deeres that are all painted up and looking good. So this 630 is hooked onto the back of this 4020, and he pulled that through the ride. I don't understand why he was pulling it and someone wasn't driving it. And there's a nice looking 3020. So this leader of the pack tractor, that once belonged to Louis Hintz. Louis was one of the founding members of the tractor ride. And this tractor is always the first one out and always leads the ride. And it will do the same today. And you don't have to bring a tractor that's perfectly fixed up. There's plenty of tractors here for the ride that are still in their work clothes. So it doesn't matter what you have, any kind of tractor in any condition is welcome. And you can see they range from ones that are very old to this new John Deere we've got right in front of us. Here's a few more. 706 Wheatland, that's kind of rare. That 544 here on the end, that 544 utility. An interesting story behind that once belonged to Carl Kiekhaefer. Carl Kiekhaefer is the man that founded the Mercury Marine Outboard Company, and that tractor belongs to the neighbor of my at the home farm where I grew up. The Omro FFA alumni is raffling off this beautiful Cub tractor with the mid-mount blade, and boy, they did a really great job fixing that up. That looks just beautiful. It's being raffled off in the fall, but I don't know the exact date. But if you're interested, I'm sure you could contact the Omro FFA alumni. And not only do we have tractors, but we have plenty of wagons that are providing a hayride style ride for people that didn't bring a tractor. So we'll take a look at those. Want to be on YouTube, Roxy? Come back. And it's getting to be time for the driver's meeting.
From the pasture, so just wait over there. We're gonna have some steps to get up onto the wagon, and we'll have someone to assist you there. You can just hand me your ticket when you step onto the wagon. That would be great. We'll be leaving at 11 o'clock with the tractors. We're gonna get started up soon here. It's going to be about a 18-mile ride. So grab a water before you leave, please. Make sure that you're geared up that way. When we leave, we'll just ask that you kind of follow the tractor in front of you. And when you return, you can try to get back in the same spot. We might actually just have the tractors park in this area back here when we return. So let's all just park back in that area when we get back instead of trying to cram in this spot here. So with that, let's wait until in about 3 minutes. Let's get back to your tractors and we'll do a startup at that time. So, and those of you that are riding a wagon, go to the loading zone over by the far porta potty, and we'll get you loaded up.
There's water on the wagons too.
There is water. There's coolers on the wagons. So those of you that are riding wagons, don't worry about bringing water. We got some on there for you.
My role in this year's tractor ride, much like many of the others that I've volunteered for, is I ride at the very back of the pack with my pickup truck, and I have gasoline, diesel fuel, a couple of air tanks, a jack, chains, straps, and a box of hand tools. And so if any of the tractors have trouble along the way, I can help out with that. I don't want to jinx it, but most years I don't have too much to do. And if there is a problem, it's relatively minor, and usually the other tractor drivers in the ride have kind of band together and helped out the person that's having problems. So by the time I get there, most of the time the problem's been resolved. A tractor ride of this length, we're bound to get some people behind us that would like to go around, but it is hard when you have a line that's this long. We do appreciate everybody's patience with letting us have this tractor ride, and again, we appreciate everybody's patience as the ride moves along. We see this quite a bit, or I see this quite a bit along the ride. People that are along the ride route know about when we're coming through, and they're usually sometimes standing out at the end of the driveway, or in this case they were on the front porch waving to us, which is always nice to see. Beautiful field of wheat off to our right with an axial flow combine, and it looks like that one has a pod stripper on it, where it just takes maybe pod stripper isn't the right term, but it just takes the kernels of wheat off and leaves the straw standing. They weren't combining at the moment that we drove by, otherwise I would have tried to get some better camera shots. We have a traffic crew for the tractor ride. Our traffic crew meets us at every intersection and waves us through to keep the ride moving smoothly. They have enough people that they can there's a drone. I don't know if you caught that or not. Somebody's taking some drone shots of the ride. That's nice to see. Many of the members of our traffic crew, they are volunteers on the Town of Omro Rushford Volunteer Fire Department, so they're trained in how to direct traffic from their experience from regular training and their experience with managing traffic at traffic accidents. So I think the drone may have came from our photographer, who is here up ahead on the side of the road. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet. If you could see it, the drone is right in front of my truck. Got some tractor ride fans in the driveway. That's good to see. I'm sure the Amazon driver wasn't prepared for this today, but I guess that's what happens when you deliver out in rural America, right? Well, we'll see what's going on. I hope we just have a missing hat and someone handing out a bottle of water, but we'll see. And just like that, we have a change of scenery. Nothing wrong with that. I like dual wheels. I think they're cool. On that big John Deere that was ahead of us. But when you look at dual wheels for an hour straight, having something else to look at, that's okay too. We are on the home stretch. So I could see everybody turning in here on the left. One hour and 50 minutes. 50, just shy of 2 hours. Check out that lineup of equipment. 2 New Holland forage harvesters, self-propelled with no cabs, and a Gleaner F3. If you had those on your farm in the early 70s, man, you were at the top of the heap.
So we bless. We bless our farms, we bless our tractors, we bless our food that we're sharing here, we bless the band, we bless all the produce that you are producing, and we bless above all Levi, as he will not be forgotten, as he shares now in the resurrection of the Christ. In the name of the Father, north, south, east, and west. Let us feast. Amen.
Amen.
The tractor drivers over by the tractors, and we're going to get a quick picture, and then you'll be free to eat. With that, I'll leave it to 7th day. Thank you. One more thing, we will also be doing a voting for the best tractor and the trusty but rusty, what we're calling it. That's going to be right here at this tent. If you want to take a look at all the tractors, write down what tractor you think is the best to show today and what's the trusty but rusty.
So Art Eichmann took a group photo of all the tractor drivers from today's ride, which I thought was nice.
Okay, cool. All right, we got one more. Hold on. All right, you guys ready? 1, 2. Look up here. 1, 2. All right, can I get you guys to get in a circle quick? Just get in a circle.
He also had all of them stand in a circle, and he took a picture or took some video using his drone. So I thought that was pretty cool too.
All right, everybody look straight up, okay? Ready? 1, 2. All right, I got you guys. Thank you.
50, 350, 375, 350, 375, 50, 75, 50, 75, 350, 375, now 4, 375, give me 4, 4, 375, 375, get 400, 375, 400, hit 4, now 4, 4 and a quarter, back for more, 25, 4 bid, 4 and a quarter, 4 and a quarter, 4 and a quarter, 25, 4 and a quarter, 4 and a quarter, 425, you sure, Dougie? 4 and a quarter? We're going to sell it out back there for $400 to the little guy with the Massey Ferguson hat on.
So that tractor in the box was almost as big as the little guy that got the tractor. So Mom and Dad helped finance that, and it sure made his day. He's going to have to farm a lot more carpet to cash flow a tractor like that, and he'll probably have to buy some bigger implements for it too. So
The box is bigger than him.
So the rest of these auction items, the PA system that the auctioneer was using kind of went on the fritz, so it's kind of hard to show the auction item, the other things that he auctioned off. So sorry about that. Well, thanks for sticking around till the end. We had a great day today. The weather was sunny. The wildfire smoke from Canada and northern Minnesota went away for a while, so we had a nice clear day. I don't know what the tractor count was. I apologize for not having that with me, but the ride did raise $10,500, which is great, and that's the reason that we're all together for this ride anyway. So $9,000 went to the Krueger family, and $1,500 went to the Wesley Reed Memorial Fund. The Wesley Reed Fund is there to be used throughout the year if ever there is someone in need. I want to say thank you to Derek Potratz, Carson Butke, and James Crowley for taking over this ride. It's great to see some fine young men that are taking this ride over and making sure that it continues to live on and provide help for the community. I don't know everybody's names, but I'm sure there is a lot of people behind Carson, Derek, and James. I'm sure there's a whole team of people that helped put this together, not just the three of them. Thanks to that whole team that put that together. Considering it was a new venue at a new farm, and of course the logistics are a little bit different, I think it all turned out great. If you want to learn more about the ride, I'll put all that in the description below. There's a website for Riding for a Reason and a Facebook page. I'll also put a link to another YouTube channel called Inside Omro. Inside Omro, there's a video just specifically talking about the tractor ride. So the interview is with Rachel and Craig Krueger, Levi's mom and dad, and also Derek Potratz, Carson Butke, and James Crowley, where they talk about the tractor ride, and they also talk about Levi and what happened with his medical condition. Be sure, if you're interested, to check out that video. So thanks again for sticking around and watching. Leave a comment if you've got any suggestions on how I can make these types of videos better. And if you like the kind of content I have, be sure to like and subscribe and spend some time outdoors.